What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with TechDaily, and in this video, I'm going to show you a handful of accessories for my MacBook Air that I actually use pretty much every single day. I've had my 15-inch MacBook Air basically since launch earlier this year. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know this has been my favorite laptop of all time for everything I do. And I've accumulated just a handful of awesome little things that pair nicely with it that help with my workflow, or really just improve my on-the-go or at-home setup. One thing I'll talk about also just generally improves the aesthetic of the MacBook Air itself too. And if you're interested in picking up any of these items yourself, I'll leave everything linked down below in the video description, along with any discount codes if I have them. So first up, while I generally don't mind the MacBook Air's trackpad, I've always preferred a mouse, both at home and when I travel. And the mouse I've been using quite often recently is this one from ProtoArc. This is their 2-in-1 travel hub mouse. It was originally a fully funded Kickstarter project, by the way, with hundreds of backers. And at first glance, it appears to be just a standard cute little Bluetooth mouse, but it's actually hiding a neat little secret. At the bottom of the mouse is a 3-port USB-C hub. And I don't know about you, but more often than not, I still need to connect up something non-USB-C. So this has come in handy more than a few times. Now the mouse itself is great. It's small, compact, and portable, pretty much perfect for travel. The right and left click buttons are soft and quiet, which I like, and there's an additional dedicated DPI adjustment button in the center there. It charges via USB-C and can last up to 2 months without needing to be plugged in, and it has multi-device support. You can connect it to up to 3 different computers, smartphones, tablets, or iPads at once and switch between them with a touch of a button. So you can easily go from your at-home setup to your on-the-go setup with the same mouse. But most importantly, the built-in USB-C hub gives you those couple of extra ports that still tend to be utilized from time to time, even in a world that's trying to be all USB-C. The hub has a quick charge USB-C port, a 4K capable HDMI port, and a USB-A 3.0 port, so you can connect up monitors or hard drives or charge different devices. Now, I've of course already been in the habit of taking a USB-C hub with me anyway, but for me personally, I really like the fact that this little guy is stored inside the mouse itself. That means that I won't forget to bring it. It's one less thing to remember when I'm frantically packing, and that's really the most invaluable thing about this. It's really the perfect on-the-go solution to a couple of accessories that I would always bring anyway, but they get to live together in this neat little 2-in-1 deal that's just so convenient. And if you want to get the ProtoArc hub mouse yourself, check out the video description below. I'll have a 25% off discount code you can use. I really do think this is probably the best accessory of the bunch. Now, naturally, to pair up with the MacBook, you'll need some sort of charging accessories. And while I do love MagSafe and the super nice color-matched braided cable you get with the MacBook Airs, it's just not very practical to just bring the MagSafe cable to just charge the MacBook, since it supports USB-C charging anyway. So more often than not, I'll instead just bring a couple of these anchor cables with me to charge. And now that the new iPhone 15s support USB-C as well, these are the only cables I'll actually have to bring. These ones are Anker's 100-watt 3-foot USB-C to USB-C cables. Anker sells a few different versions of these, some with power delivery, some are braided nylon, others like these are thick rubber. I've personally been using Anker's cables for years and years, and I still think they're the best ones out there. And let me just say that yes, the iPhone being USB-C now has really made things easier. I've pretty much dumped all my lightning cables for half a dozen new Anker USB-C cables, and I couldn't be happier. One cable to rule them all. And like I said, while I don't want MagSafe to go anywhere either, having all things USB-C is just an easy solution, especially for when I travel. When I'm home, I do have a couple of specific accessories I like to keep on my desk. The first is actually a desk mat. This one is Function 101's Desk Mat Pro, and you guys have likely seen the blue and black and gray and purple backgrounds from my videos. Those are all the different colored Desk Mat Pros. I like the Desk Mat Pro because, well, for starters, it's pretty big, like 31 inches across, 16 inches deep, so I can keep all of my various peripherals and accessories and toys and other random things nearby, all on the mat itself. The mat is also made from a high quality pebbled faux leather on the top side and suede underneath, and it's thick too. So it feels super nice, it's got enough size and weight to where it won't slide around, it's easy to clean, it's compatible with any mouse, and it's also hiding a little secret. The Desk Mat Pro is metal infused. It's magnetic, and the reason for that is you can actually pair it with Function 101's cable blocks. These little guys are weighted magnetic rubber cable holders that keep your cables on your desk. I can't tell you how annoying it is to have the USB-C cable, for example, slip down the wall when I unplug it. But with this, it stays put. The cable blocks are heavy enough to hold the cables on their own without the mat, but the magnetic connection between the block and the mat is just great, and you can also connect the cable blocks to each other magnetically for easy organization. For me, the mat and cable blocks are just a great way to add some color and some organization to my desk setup, and I just love the fact that they both pair up together so seamlessly. Also, primarily for my at-home setup is this big guy. This is CalDigit's TS4 Thunderbolt 4 dock, and it is, in my opinion, the most versatile, most feature-packed, most over-the-top, and most ridiculous docking station on the market. This is an 18-port, 98-watt hub. And I'm going to spend the next 45 seconds listing out everything you can connect to this thing, so be prepared. There's full-size SD and micro SD ports, an audio jack on the front, 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, 5 USB-A ports, 3 USB-C ports, 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, audio in and out on the back, and even a DisplayPort 1.4. With this thing, you can connect literally anything you can think of to the MacBook, including multiple monitors with up to 8K support, audio gear, storage solutions. This is the sort of product that I know I don't use at its maximum capabilities, but for my purposes, transferring video clips from my SD cards, connecting my recording setup, charging different devices, all that sort of stuff, this has been the best central hub for my at-home setup, and I'm going to continue to try and get the most out of it because there's really just endless ways you can utilize this thing to maximize your setup. Last but not least, this isn't an accessory necessarily, but actually an app. So you know Apple's whole notch thing on the iPhone and on these MacBooks? Well, I definitely don't like seeing a notch, especially on the MacBook, and Top Notch makes that disappear. It's this free to install app that basically makes the menu bar all black. You don't really lose any screen real estate, the notch totally disappears, and it stays that way no matter what's on screen. You also get this nice rounded corner look on the screen too. It works with dynamic wallpapers, it works on multiple displays, it's always staying on. I literally forgot the MacBook even had a notch. I've been using this for so long. And if you want to install this on your own MacBook, I'll leave a link to it down below in the description as well. So there you go. Those are some of my must-have MacBook accessories. Like I said, I've been using all these for quite a while now, literally my daily MacBook pairings, and I would absolutely recommend any one of them. But what do you guys use for your MacBook or any other desk/laptop setup you have? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm always looking to add some stuff to my own setup here. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to follow TechDaily on Twitter and subscribe to the TechDaily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.